Hello and welcome to the Adventuredome. I'm Sean Coomer, the founder of Miles to Memories, and today I checked out the Adventuredome. It reopened just this morning. As I'm going up that escalator, it's about 10 minutes before opening. Now as we go inside, it's about 5 minutes before 10 a.m. when the park opens for the first time in a while, and there weren't very many people there. It was really a great sight. I hadn't been there in a long time. Really nice to see it. It's a really beautiful structure, I think, when the lighting is correct. And it was just me, basically, and this family there at 10 a.m. Notice the employee cleaning, but not much else going on. And as she moved these poles out of the way, that meant the park was open about 3 minutes before 10 a.m. So let's head back and check out the area around El Loco. There are a lot of video games here, a lot of midway games as well. This area is pretty popular. As you can see though, walkways are fairly narrow, and so when this park gets busy, this area can be a bottleneck. And so that could be very difficult when it comes to social distancing when this park gets busy, as I would expect tonight, Friday night, through the weekend, and through the entire summer where they have extended their park hours. So we will see how that all goes. But you can see El Loco sits where Rim Runner used to sit, and they packed a lot into a small area. Rim Runner opened with the park. It was a shoot-the-chutes boat ride, big splashes, but that's now gone in favor of a roller coaster. And more midway games. You can see they have social distancing markers on the ground, even at the games, so people don't get too close together. And we're coming up on the bumper cars here. More social distancing stickers on the ground. Not a surprise there. And she was actually cleaning all these cars in preparation for guests who are about to come. Now we're kind of on the back side of El Loco. And this area with the murals and the fake trees is actually kind of left over from when the park opened as Grand Slam Canyon Adventuredome. And they had animatronic dinosaurs and kind of that sort of prehistoric theme. That all went away pretty quickly, and that's what's left of it. There also used to be some water slides in this area that would start here and then go all the way into the corner back where those bumper cars were. Those were gone within a couple years of the park opening. Now we're in the back of the park, and we're going to head up in a second to El Loco, and we'll come back to this area a little bit later. But this kind of shows you the scale of Adventuredome. It's a pretty cool park, and kind of fun to walk around when there's not too many people there. Now we're at El Loco. It uses the same station as the Rim Runner boat ride that it replaced. Not much going on, more social distancing in the queue. They were testing the ride at this point, so no guests had gotten on, but it was cool to see it go around. And this is one of my favorite sections where a lot of hang time going through there, and you'll see it here from a different angle. You kind of just hang there for a bit. This video is not slowed down. That's just how it goes. All right, and over to Canyon Blaster. Canyon Blaster opened with the park. It's an aerodynamics multi-looper, 2 loops, 2 corkscrews, and a helix. And it's a great ride. It's held up pretty well over time because it's inside. It's a lot of fun. More social distancing in the queues. Just before this was filmed, I saw them cleaning the cars and everything else. And we will actually cut here in a second. You will actually see the very first riders of the reopening for Canyon Blaster. And it's a great ride. It goes through the entire park. You get some great angles of it. This is a cool area. It kind of bridges El Loco and Canyon Blaster, where you can walk right over the tracks as the train comes out of the station. And they're off. The first riders on Canyon Blaster at the reopened Adventuredome. Now they're heading up the lift hill here. And like I said, you can get some amazing angles and views of this roller coaster as you go through the park. I'll show you some of them in this video, but it's really a neat way to kind of see a roller coaster from many angles, get right underneath the loops, get right underneath many parts of the ride. And here we go, right through the loop, and then through the second loop, around to the corkscrews. And yet another angle of the train coming through. And a little later, I'll show you the helix that goes through the mountain that comes in after the corkscrews. Pretty cool ride. All right, so we're back downstairs from where the roller coaster entrances are, and we are gonna walk through here. Now the frog hopper, a big favorite of my daughter Ellie. She's enjoyed it on many occasions. But as you can see, it's a great example of how they've squeezed so much in there. They put the frog hopper up there. Now this area we're coming up to is actually where a lot of the flume portion of Rim Runner used to be, and they've now taken it out and they've opened it up and they're doing something with it. Now the mountain in the distance off to the left, and you'll kind of see me point at it soon, is where the lift hill for Rim Runner is, and it's still there. They haven't taken that part out, but this flume used to also exist in this open area, and that's gone. Now on to Miner Mike. This is a roller coaster. Coaster enthusiasts like to count the amount of coasters they've been on, the credits, and this is one that a lot of people try to get to ride, a lot of enthusiasts, and they never let them because they allow only little kids on it. But it's actually gone. I have word that it's coming back, but it is actually gone. They're replacing the track on it, so Miner Mike is gone. No little coaster for the kids right now. And we see some other kiddie rides, including this bus, a big favorite of my family. I remember taking my son back there in the early 2000s when he was 3 or 4 years old. We would just make a circle of the park and go on all the rides he could. And I've taken my daughter now, who's 5, here many times. So these rides, this side of the park is really popular with the families, and it's a great time. More social distancing stickers on the ground as we walk through. There's a little plane ride. And this is the area where Canyon Blaster has the helix right through the mountain, and we will take a look at that here as we make our way through. It's really cool. Like I said, you can get so many great angles of this coaster. If you look up right now, you can see the old kind of top of the lift up above. It's not in frame anymore, of Rim Runner. There's a little arcade area, and we'll see it from a different angle later. Actually starts a cut through the mountain, so you can cut from one side of the park to the other. But you have a laser tag right here, 4D theater right there. Like I said, they pack so much into a little bit of a space, and you can go right through that mountain, right to the other side where the snack bar and the entrance is. But we're here to kind of see the coaster. Hopefully we'll get to check it out, have it go right over us, and see how the helix works. Here it comes. Alrighty. Really fun. All right, we're going to finish our tour here. That's, again, where the Canyon Blaster goes into the mountain. And we're working our way. It's a big circle around the outside of the park from the entrance, and we're basically working our way clockwise around the park. And here's the carousel. Now, this is a ticket booth that we're coming up to that I don't think it's going to be open anytime soon. There's no social distancing markers anywhere. There's no nothing going on, so I wouldn't expect that to be open. But there's plenty of other ticket booths around the park, and it is $39.99 for adults, and children are a little bit less, 20% off for locals through the end of June. There are no more individual ride tickets, They used to sell individual ride tickets. We can see the social distancing markers for the carousel here, and they have them for every ride there. But they no longer sell the individual ride tickets. I was going to take a ride, but I didn't have time to really spend a whole day there, so I didn't buy the wristband. But if you're a local adult, $32 the entire day through the end of June. Pretty cool. There's the shot tower up here off to the right. You have a disco kind of back and forth ride in the distance right here at the entrance. Lots to do for people of all ages. Now we're going to cut through, this is the area that goes right through the middle of the mountain that I told you about earlier, just to kind of see what it's like. These tables look like they might be a little too close together, but they are spread apart. And there's 3 ways you can go here. As you can see, if you look back, that's kind of where the snack bar is. There's another cut through that kind of brings you further into the mountain straight ahead where the bathrooms are. And then this way is just directly back through where we were earlier, where the Helix is and the arcade is. So whoever thought this park, and if you go up there, you get right to Canyon Blaster's entrance. So whoever thought of this park really laid it out well. And there's ways to cut through everywhere. And even though it's on multiple levels, very, very easy to get to where you want to go. But yeah, not a lot of people here, even as we're about 30, 40 minutes after opening now. Not a ton of people. So we're going to actually head out into the casino, walk through the casino a bit, and check out the Midway, where Circus Circus is famous for its Midway games and its circus acts. So we're going to go check that out, maybe see what the casino is like, and head out and look at the front and check out the strip as well. All right, this is the world-famous Circus Circus buffet, people. It's not open. The Midway at Circus Circus has a couple entrances. This is the one on one side, and it's just a ramp that goes up. And you can see here the casino below the circus acts. And back in the day when this was built, there was no kind of ceiling above the casino, and that's where they have seating now. But you could actually, and Google this, you can find pictures of it. You can actually, the circus acts happened right over the casino floor. There was no roof, and you could see them right from the machines and everything else. Now, unfortunately, the Midway was still closed, so I couldn't go walk around there, but you can see some of the games. And there is another entrance on the other side where there's a McDonald's and stuff where I was able to see a little bit more. So we'll head over there as well to get another viewpoint of it. And here's a view of the circus acts area, the trapeze area from the casino. And we'll make our way over to the other side to check out what else we can see. So these are the other 2 ways to get up. There's an escalator right here that is closed. And then there's a set of stairs that looks very much like the ramp that we got on the other side. So these will be stairs that will go up, and it'll give us a different view of the circus area and the Midway at Circus Circus. In the distance, you see a carousel. That used to be a spinning carousel bar. That doesn't spin anymore. There's machines on the bottom. I don't know what they have up there right now. It could still be a bar. With the Midway, it's probably not. I was too far away to be able to tell exactly what they had over there. But it doesn't spin anymore, which is unfortunate, but has a really cool history. In this area, McDonald's was the only thing open. The Midway was blocked off. People decided to step over the rope. But McDonald's was mostly blocked off as well. Not much going on there. So we'll head outside. This is the front of Circus Circus. Back when Adventuredome was built, they changed where the hotel registration was and everything else. So this area isn't used very much because you want to check in on the back side, not on this side. But this is the Las Vegas Strip, where the kind of middle is, where I'm pointing, used to be fountains going all the way out to the Strip. It used to be pretty nice, but these days it's pretty Spartan out here. You can see the abandoned old Fontainebleau, which was renamed Drew, which is kind of in limbo there. And off to the left here is Resorts World Las Vegas, just kind of in the corner of the frame. That's going to be opening, sorry. about a year from now. So we'll head back inside. Not much else going on. Hey, it's Circus Circus. The casino was recently sold to Phil Ruffin, and so he has some plans for it. We'll learn what's going to happen, but you can see it's very dated, hitting up the sanitizer there. Not a lot of updates been done for a long time, so it has a lot of definite potential. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell. We'll check out right before we go the hotel. This is the new hotel entrance that was built in the 90s on the backside near the Adventuredome. And so most everything as far as the hotel check-in goes there, and social distancing. And this area is kind of outside. The parking garage is on the backside of the property. And the pink glass you see there is the Adventuredome. And we are heading back home. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the opening day, the opening minutes of the Adventuredome, a look at Circus Circus and what's going on there. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.